is like the thing that I feel like the reason why people love your music and I love your music because it comes from that organic, genuine feel. Like you get what I'm saying? Like you just said you wrote that at your mom's crib in the basement. Like it wasn't something that felt forced or anything. It was something that came from a real place. So I
100%.
think that's why like everything you do, you can feel it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you can feel everything. I think the fan base is the way it is. Like they love you. Like I'm looking at all these comments right now. It's like we love your music. Like
Love them.
like you know what I'm saying? Like shout out to Malik. Like everybody is in here. Like people from Switzerland. Like you know what I'm saying? Like Grenada is in here. Like that Caribbean feel.
No doubt, no doubt. Shout out my Grenadians, man. You already know.
Yeah, no like that shit is crazy, man. Like, but what else you got going on? Like, when can we get some? You know, I see you did like the EP thing on SoundCloud. Like, you feeding everybody. You definitely.
Listen, I'm trying to put out as much music as I can, but without being like congesting. You know, like just throwing wild stuff out, and I just want to think about some stuff that I'm doing. And to all the people that always ask, why ain't it on all the platforms and why ain't it on? Because there's a lot of stuff that I use sometimes, which might be a sample, which I might have to clear, and then that'll take forever. So SoundCloud is the best way to get it to you and the easiest, fastest way for you to just hear what I'm working on. And then when the business side's done, in God's will, you see it on all platforms. And that's just the way that it has to run due to how business is, unfortunately. But I try to give you it on SoundCloud because that's the only way you could get some of the music. Some of it's original, but when I'm putting it on a package, it's just got to go up like that. So that's the reason why it's not on all platforms. But I'm working on some new stuff right now to come out very shortly. And as soon as this nasty virus is over, you're going to hear some crazy-ass, treacherous madness.
Man, I can't. You got me hype. I can't wait. I can't wait. So I know if I can't wait, I know the fans can't wait. But like I see like it's a lot of like ethnicities and like different backgrounds. Like for me, like I'm half Guyanese and American. Okay. So like talk about your nationality to the people and things like that. So like anybody who new in here, they can get to know you, like where you come from, like you know what I'm saying. Where exactly you come from?
My family's from the islands, so you know certain times like I might say a particular thing in a record. It's like, is he really from there? Like I'm like really from there. My dad's a Ras. Like my dad is proper full-on Rasta man. Understand? Not like a dreadlock, a Rasta man. He don't eat flesh and all them things there. He reads his Bible. Psalm 71:91, James 1. Like he knows his thing, and that's how we grew up in a household full of music and carried vibes. So that's where the roots is coming from, the roots and culture. And then obviously being a London kid, I've had to dive into other genres of things and different cultures and figure out my own shit. But that's where I'm coming from. I'm just a London baby with that London juice. But you know the nationality.
Man, that's dope. That's dope as hell. Like, so that means it's like you got the best of both worlds because it's like you in both cultures. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, really, like your music is all around the world, and then you can relate to literally everybody. Like, I'm looking at all the flags in here. Like, it's a lot of different ethnicities in here.
No doubt.
Yeah, Grenada is in here. Heavy.
Grenada is in the building. I love Grenada. And you know what's different is what makes me know that it's like the same vibe. When I leave London or I leave my mum's house, that same vibe. When I go to New York and go to my Grenadian family out in New York, I feel like I'm at home. I see all the same rums on the side. It's the same smell food-wise. It's the same love. It's just crazy, man, how it connects. No matter where you are in the world, that's just what it is.
Yeah, because you know, like for me, like growing up in Brooklyn, like I grew up in Canarsie. So like Canarsie, you have like a lot of West Indian where you got Guyanese, you got Haitians, Jamaicans, Flatbush, the same thing. So it's like, you know, it's diverse, like in New York. So I can imagine like anywhere else, like things like that. But like for you, like growing up, like since you like mentioned like your pops being a rock stuff like that, anybody do music?
Say that again.
Did anybody in your family do music like from
that? My dad used to play with all the top reggae artists: Dennis Brown, Bob Marley, Gregory Isaac, the whole lot of them. Like I'm a real Rasta reggae. That's where I'm coming from. I'm coming from growing up listening to revival and reggae every day. You understand? When you hear that Carlton Barrett drum roll, you know what time it is. And I just had to start listening to the other music because my mum would go out and buy like as I said earlier, all the Pure Swings. You remember Pure Swing?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3. I heard all that, so I was hearing all the New Jack Swing. Then obviously I dived into the R&B stuff, like the Diary of a Madman, and then the whole Drew Hill shit. Obviously Brandy. I was been listening to Mike. That's like undeniable. And Pac, Biggie, like it was. That's my. I was born in the 80s, so I lived really through the 90s for real. Like I know that shit. Yeah.
Man, yo, it's heavy in here. Yo. I'm loving the energy, this conversation. Like, it's heavy in here. Shout out to everybody from
Shout out to all my supporters, man, all the fans, all the new discoverers. You already know what time it is. It's all love. Be blessed. Keep yourself and your family well.
Shout out to Jamaica.
Shout out the world. Shout out the world. Shout out Jamaica.
Somebody just said your family is talented, so that means you got people in your family that do music.
Yeah, and that was my dad now. So then we were in a family group first, you know, singing every day, doing that vibe. Then, you know, people get older and want to do different things. I couldn't do nothing else apart from that. I love this shit so much. Like, I've never had a job, a 9 to 5 in my life. My music's been my 9 to 9 the whole time, even when I didn't have anything. Understand? We're still building, so you understand? So then it went to my brother. I got a little brother called Akel. He's from a group called Western. He's doing his thing, you know. Like, it definitely runs in the family, the music. My dad's DNA definitely set off because of
because you know what I realized too, like you also producer, like you gotta tell us like that process, because you know there's not too many singers, songwriters, and producers. So how is that like whole process for you?
You know what? That's one of my favorite things, to be fair, when I'm in the studio making the actual track from scratch. That's my shit, like from every kick to snare to where it's going. Because I follow, so then, especially being a singer, when you lay your vocals and you're delivering, you hear things that maybe a singer that doesn't play or doesn't program shit will hear, because of you're following the bass now, you're following what you've done on the strings or whatever, and it just makes it more. It's more detail, attention to detail, and I just feel like making the beat, writing something, and then being able to sing on it is such a great process and great hearing back after. You know, when you've done the whole thing and you know, I went from step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, and now this is a record. And not only that, you go to a show and perform, and like all these people are singing this shit back. It's like an incredible feeling. It's like a one-on-one you can't ever explain. And again, that novelty will never wear off, because of you just think this has gone from 0 to 100 like in a matter of no time, doing what you love as well. So it's nuts.
That's dope. It sounds like, so like I know for me it's like, you know, like the way how like the industry is and music is, like, you know, it's all about balances. So like how do you balance like your music and then